This is the ZBS Radio Network.
I want to talk about quality today. This is the title of a CD that we have done by Richard Renton, who's one of our formulators for the Youngevity products. And when we formed Youngevity many years ago, we made a promise to each other. Number one on the list was to have the highest quality of supplements and supplement programs, to make sure that all the raw materials were tested. We wouldn't accept anybody's certified and analyses. We're going to have a third-party companies do it on top of their certification. And then we would also get certified quality exams and analyses of the finished product. Okay? We just test it just for the safety and the benefit of our users. Okay? Well, one of the things we went after was NSF, which is a government agency, to look at the GMO thing. Everybody's concerned about GMOs, so we said, okay, we want to make sure that everything we use is non-GMO. We want to make sure everything we use is organic. And so we've worked on that, and I'd say we're 99.99% there. Even our fertilizer, the Bloomin' Minerals, is which are in granules or liquids, is certified organic for both use in animals and humans. So we go way, way out of our way to make sure that everything is as good as it can be. And what we say is it's the real thing, okay? You've heard that before, and that's a good place to use it. It's the real thing. Now, one of the things we do is make sure that these formulas work. And people say, well, is there any, I mean, Wallach, you're saying outrageous things. You're saying cholesterol is a good nutrient, and cholesterol deficiency causes Alzheimer's disease and low T and ED and menopause and 30-year-old women, adrenal exhaustion is caused by a cholesterol deficiency. Doctors are saying that's the evil demon. Of course, they've demonized cholesterol really just to sell another product. Remember that Procter & Gamble took, which was originally a smokeless diesel submarine engine for German submarines, and made it into, after a long torturous story, made it into a cooking shortening, okay? And they had to demonize cholesterol and saturated fat, so they demonized butter and cream and lard and eggs and things like that. And, of course, everybody jumped on it, came up with egg white omelets and egg beaters and oils of various kinds, and we wound up with clogged arteries in sheep. Now, how do sheep get clogged arteries? They don't eat hamburgers and red meat and animal fats and all that kind of stuff. How do you get peacocks from India with clogged arteries in their heart? Okay, there had to be another answer. And, of course, I published the first article as a dissenter against cholesterol and saturated fat as being the demons. My article is the first one, 1971, based on 20,000 autopsies of over 454 species of animals, which included 3,000 humans, okay? And so I dissented the prevailing thought. And, of course, pharmaceutical companies came out with statin drugs to help lower cholesterol. And we wound up with Alzheimer's disease, which was probably the biggest thing that occurred from a cholesterol deficiency. And even the FDA sent out a urgent stop letter email to licensed doctors in America in February of 2012, said, urgent stop. Do not write prescriptions for statin drugs. And they listed a bunch of them, Lipitor, Zocor, Mevacor, Levostatin, these kinds of things. They listed them in the email and said, do not prescribe these things to your patients anymore because they increase the risk of type 2 diabetes by 52% and Alzheimer's disease and other dementias by 100%. Okay? And then it came out in June of 2012. This was in Science News, and it was a big study, and they said, oops, good cholesterol's not so good. Okay? Good cholesterol has nothing to do with causing heart attacks. Good cholesterol has nothing to do with preventing heart attacks. Okay? Just the opposite of what doctors have been saying. And so doctors continue to write prescriptions for statin drugs to lower cholesterol, and we continue to get Alzheimer's disease in younger and younger people. And, of course, because of the ED, low T, and early menopause, the pharmaceutical industry jumps in. Okay, we'll make Viagra, Cialis. And now we have a woman's Viagra to take the place of all these hormones. Now, you have to remember that testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, and adrenal hormones they're steroid hormones. They're 95% by weight cholesterol. The four steroid hormones, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, and adrenal hormones, are 95% by weight cholesterol. So you go on a cholesterol-restricted diet, you're taking cholesterol-lowering drugs, there ain't nobody home anymore. So I urge you, and I do, I eat anywhere from 6 to 10 eggs a day. On the weekends, I'll eat 10 eggs a day. And certainly during the week, I'll probably eat 4 twice a day, so I'll get 6 to 8 eggs every day, plus my 90. And you throw in the 90, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids. And, of course, our minerals come from the highest quality, plant-based. We're talking about plants here, not clays or anything like that. We're talking about plants. 78 minerals in them, and they're certified organic for animals and people. And they contain all 60 essential nutrients, including the 6 major rare earths, ytterbium, yttrium, neodymium, praseodymium, samarium, and europium, which double the lifespan of laboratory animals. That's what makes Youngevity so unique. You try and get those things from another source, you're going to spend thousands of dollars. They're included for free in our program. I don't know how to make it any cheaper than that. Well, contact your Youngevity associate and say, look, I need the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Disease Transmission. I need the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book Rare Earths and Cures, and oh yeah, don't forget the CD, quality, 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 and you'll understand why Youngevity stands tall above everybody else. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
Good liver health is vital to your overall health. Did you know the liver is the largest gland in the body? Generating digestive enzymes, converting fat into fuel, controlling metabolism, regulating cholesterol in the blood, and neutralizing toxins and waste products. Decreased liver function can lead to debilitating diseases. Hepal, a proprietary blend exclusive to Prohoba International, can help support healthy liver function. Hepal is a blend of natural organic pollen extracts, including essential enzymes, botanical glutathione, which is considered to be one of the most powerful antioxidants for detoxifying free radicals and exogenous compounds, superoxide dismutase, and aloe vera, formulated to cleanse and support healthy liver function. If you'd like to have healthy liver function, call your local Youngevity distributor today, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit line of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. If you're looking to lose weight, try JavaFit Diet Plus 62, a high-energy, gourmet coffee fortified with a blend of nutrients such as gambosia, citrus, and an extra shot of caffeine to pump up energy and help achieve a healthy weight. Unlike most diet drinks, you won't taste a difference. But for this to work, you can't load your coffee with cream and sugar. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Jovolution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, this next one, this story I got from Natural News, vindicates you once again. Because this is something I've heard you talk about as long as I've known you, which is going on 20 years. And say vegetable oils cause cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and more. Use these healthy alternatives instead. They say we've been told that these oils are healthy, and more healthy, that is, than using fat when cooking. Turns out that vegetable oils are not what they've been cracked up to be when it comes to right down to it. Been told by the government and medical associations to use vegetable seed and bean oils such as soybean, corn, safflower, and canola. We've been told that these oils are safe to use as a heart-healthy alternative to cooking with traditional saturated fats. Argument has been that these traditional fats, such as butter and lard, are high in cause high cholesterol, clog arteries, leading to heart disease. These so-called experts advise us to eat saturated fats in favor of polyunsaturated fatty acids. And they go on to say these vegetable oils that many of us have grown up are found at most grocery stores in clear, tasteless, highly refined and processed oils, mostly sunflower, soybean, canola, safflower, and corn oils. And I also read something once, Doc, that, these go rancid, and they start breaking down when they're exposed to light. That's why the really high quality extra virgin olive oils are stored in dark glass bottles. So you can only imagine what kind of crud you're getting by eating these oils in these clear plastic bottles. They say these vegetable oils are highly unstable and highly inflammatory, and have been given a huge push over the past couple decades by advisory groups such as the American Heart Association, National Cholesterol Education Program, and the National Institute of Health. Turns out they've been completely wrong. A review at Tufts University found there is no benefit whatsoever in reducing saturated fats or increasing polyunsaturated fats, except for what? Omega-3 fats. Something else you've been talking about for a number of years. So, you can see right now by this review that that the whole thing was just, as you said, to sell Crisco and these other products.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, the whole thing was a sales campaign. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't stupidity. This was a proactive sales campaign to demonize cholesterol and saturated fat so they could sell Crisco. And so there's complicity here. All the people who have died from artery disease, stroke, Alzheimer's disease is on their hands. And so I'm working for lawsuit number 10 here to go after these guys for this, because it was a proactive sales campaign disregarding the safety of the public. Okay? They've probably killed more people than, both the First and Second World War put together in the industrialized world by demonizing cholesterol and saturated fat and selling these polyunsaturated oils. And so when you look at the book, Epigenetics, and it goes into great detail, okay? It's really quite the story. And, of course, we have my newest CD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail. That's the DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail. And the CD, we're really after them, so the CD now is public enemy number 1. Any doctor who prescribes cholesterol-lowering drugs should be put in jail, okay? And so thank you so much for finding that, and I need a copy of that so I can make sure that everybody gets it, okay? Thank you so much. Good job there, Doug. Let's save America together. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to California. And Christian, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Christian, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I appreciate you taking my call. I pretty much just have very, sporadic symptoms. I don't know necessarily what I have exactly, because obviously if I go to a medical doctor, I'm not, it'll take me too long to be diagnosed. So generally speaking, what I've pretty much have developed over the past 5 years or so,
okay.
I a very extreme lack of fatigue. Like it's almost, I can hardly get out of bed most of the time. And most of my jobs I'm a working class guy, so most of my jobs are very labor intensive. I'm always lifting, moving stuff. And I've noticed actually 3 years, in the last 3 years that, since I've been very physically active, for example, I walk, from my house to the bus and walk to the job. That's generally how it goes, and, not including all the walking that I do. So, I'm pretty much, when it comes to exercise, there's, I'm working 8 to 10 hours a day, so generally manually intensive. And what I've noticed is now it's like my joints are starting to hurt. I have very random and extreme sort of muscle aches all throughout my body. And the only thing I know I can confirm that I've had a history of over the past maybe actually 10 or 12 years, I'm only 23, so I've had asthma and bronchitis as a child, and also was pre-diabetic when I was around 12, and that kind of came all at once. So, another thing I guess I would include, and I guess you're, factoring in also, I do have my teeth are like not necessarily too bad, but I've noticed I have my teeth aren't 100%. They're not. There's some sort of.
How much do you weigh, Christian?
Going on. I currently am only 5'5". I weigh approximately 210 pounds, 220 pounds. I've gained a lot of weight. That's another thing, that no matter what I've been doing, like no matter what sort of food configuration I've tried, I've generally always kind of kept this weight. And I have tried the products before.
Do you have any skin problems? Any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or you have dry, itchy skin?
Well, yeah, roughly right around when I was, I think, 16 or 17, I started to have some sort of acne problems, but it wasn't necessarily like too extensive. It would kind of go on and off. And actually, recently, now that you mentioned that, I had some sort of rash under my my lips and my chin, and it doesn't necessarily look like a it's not permanent, or it doesn't look very
Comes and
extreme,
goes.
but
okay. All right. And you said you're 23?
Yeah, 23, yeah.
Okay. And are you a student, or are you still doing your physical work?
Yeah, and I'm still doing, there's no other way around it as of right now. I'm pretty much, I'm currently working as a carpenter.
Okay, let me get your pen and paper ready, because we're going to give you some information here. We're going to be going to a break soon, but hang on. So, Char, what's his basic problem?
He has a gluten intolerance for sure.
Yep, you have a very, very serious gluten intolerance, which results in multiple deficiencies. Everything you've named, from fatigue to joint aches, muscle aches, asthma, dry skin, acne, coming and going, teeth problems, rashes, these things, and being overweight, those are all nutritional deficiencies. Okay? So hang on. We'll be back, and we'll give you a dietary and a supplement program after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to back to California and Christian. Okay, Shar?
Yes.
Okay, this guy, again, has fatigue. His joints hurt. He's got a history of asthma. He's got, he's overweight, he's obese. He's, he's probably 70 pounds overweight, rashes. We also learned in the break, in addition to the fatigue, he's got macular degeneration, so he's losing his vision. What would you do for this guy?
Okay, well, because of the macular degeneration, I'd give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and then I would add the glucogel for his achy joints, and then for the overweightness, I would give him the ASAP. And for energy, he could try the Rebound and stuff to get some energy.
Yeah, Rebound. And what would you do? Let's see here. I think that covers pretty much everything. I would throw one more thing in for maybe more brain health. Okay. What would you do for that?
Synaptive? Or
You got it, girl. Perfect. A+. Okay, so here you go, Christian. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. That'll be 1 full dose serving of breakfast and dinner. The ASAP, you can take a dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal, let it absorb through oral tissues. And then Synaptive, I'd go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day. That will, require 2 bottles a month, and that's going to help you with everything from brain function to muscle pain and so forth, as in the selenium that's in the 2 healthy brain and heart packs. And let's see here. I think that's going to cover it, but you must have a drop-dead gluten-free diet, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. That includes dog food, cat food, bird food, fish food, spouse, mother-in-law, roommates, any renters, anybody you're sharing residence with. They need to be on the same diet. And then give us a call every couple of weeks, and we'll want to know your weight, how your fatigue level is going, and how your vision's coming and so forth. Every time you go to a doctor and get some kind of test or examination, let us know how that goes. Okay, Doug, let's go to another caller.
All right, let's head to Arizona. And Alva, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Alva, you're on the air.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Wallach. I have a question. This gentleman, can you please help me with 2 persons that are very sick?
Okay, now you have to, wait a minute, you have to talk slowly because you have a heavy accent, and so I need to be able to hear exactly what you're saying. Okay, so speak a little bit slower.
Yes. Okay, this person's name is Don.
Okay, so he's a male, okay?
Yes, a male, 79 years old.
Okay.
And 190 pounds.
Okay, very good.
6 feet tall, okay? His problem is he has a COPD. He's very bad. He has problems sleeping because of, he has a lot of phlegm. And he coughs, of course. Diabetes. And
type 2 diabetes?
Yes, type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure.
Okay. Okay, hang on. We got to run to one of those message moments, Alva. Hang on. We'll be back, and we'll give you a diet, and we're going to give you a supplement program to help this fellow. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go back to Arizona and Alva and Shar. Alva has a friend, a guy, 79 years old, 190 pounds, has COPD, the chronic lung disease, has lots of phlegm and coughing every morning, high blood pressure, and diabetes type 2. What'd you do for him?
Well, we get him on 2 blood sugar packs,
Okay.
and then I would add, for the high blood pressure, I would add the Ultimate Daily Classic
Okay.
and the Niacin Plus.
Okay.
And I think the COPD, Oxy-Rich would help him with that.
Okay. Very good. Okay. And what would you do for his diet?
I give him a gluten-free diet, of course.
Absolutely. And when you have this many nutritional deficiencies, it's always related to gluten. So Char's exactly right. Absolutely no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Again, the dog food, the cat food, the bird food, the fish food, spouse, renter, mother-in-law, everybody in the household, got to be gluten-free. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, and no sugar because he's a type 2 diabetic. You get everything he needs from fruit and fruit juices out of vegetables without the worry about too much sugar. And so at 190 pounds, I would give him 2 of the healthy blood sugar packs, 1 full dose of everything at breakfast and 1 full dose of everything at dinner time. That includes the sweeties, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner. And then for the high blood pressure, as Char said, I would add in the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 3 of those twice a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month, and they're to support healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries, which includes in the lungs when you have COPD. So you're going to get a twofer there. And also supports healthy blood pressure. And then also the Ultimate Niacin Plus. These actual, again, support healthy blood flow, support healthy blood pressure, and reduce inflammation. Go ahead and take one of those twice a day. It'll be 1 bottle a month. And then the Oxybody or Oxy-Rich, either one. This is going to give you an oxygen supplement. And don't forget the Ultimate Daily Classic and the niacin are also going to help with the circulation through the lungs, which is going to support not only blood flow through the lungs, but also the Oxy-Rich is going to throw in the oxygen supplement. Okay, Doug, let's go to another caller.
Well, let's head to Missouri. And Ken, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
So, Ken, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
Thank you for taking out my call.
Yes, sir.
I have a question about my dad. He has high blood pressure, and also he wanted to take something for his eye. He said his eye getting blurry, and he don't want to go see a doctor. And so I was just wondering what kind of medicine or what kind of vitamin he can take for high blood pressure and eye. Yeah.
Okay. How much does he weigh?
He weighs, he's a small guy. He's 120 pounds.
Okay. And does he have any other issues? Any diabetes or arthritis or anything?
No.
Okay. Okay, Char, what would you do for this fellow? This Ken's dad has high blood pressure and vision. He's losing his vision, and he weighs 120 pounds. So what would you do for him?
Well, if you won't go to an eye doctor, you got to assume blurry eyes is probably macular degeneration. So I would give him the healthy brain and heart pack, and then for the high blood pressure, I would give him the Ultimate Classic Daily Classic, and the Niacin Plus. Yeah.
And what would you give for the vision specifically?
And Vision FX, of course.
Well, there you go. Okay, so Ken, your dad needs to get rid of all the bad stuff. As Char said, you got to be gluten-free, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Absolutely no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils. 1 healthy brain and heart pack. And I get an extra bottle of selenium. So you get to have 3 selenium twice a day or 2, 3 times a day. Everything else divided in half a dose of breakfast and dinner. And for the vision problem, Char's exactly right. I would also throw in, because he could have glaucoma. So he wants to, he should go to an eye doctor and get the pressure taken in eyes, make sure he's not going to go blind from glaucoma. And because that's simply dealt with without surgery and everything. And so I would also, as Char said, throw in the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. You could take 3 of those twice a day or 2, 3 times a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month. And also the Vision FX, 3 of those twice a day, be 2 bottles a month. In between the dietary changes and the supplement program, surely we will be able to support and promote healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow. And the vision, we need to know what the problem is. So it wouldn't hurt for him to go to an eye doctor, ophthalmologist, aren't medical doctors or anything like that, and they might just prescribe glasses, or they might prescribe drops to put in his eyes for glaucoma. So it's worth going there and making sure that we know what's causing his vision problems. And, of course, he can get information from that eye doctor. It's very cheap, actually. And he can say, okay, I'll ponder on it. I'll maybe get a second opinion. And you guys can call me back and let me know what the diagnosis is, and then Char and I will give you a complete program. Okay, Doug, we got time to start another one?
We sure do. Let's head to South Carolina. And Josephine, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Josephine, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. I was calling about a condition the doctor said I had, pulmonary sarcoidosis.
Sarcoidosis.
Yes. And he said there's calcium buildup around the lungs. And he gave me, told me to take some steroids for it. And I was calling to see, I heard about the product, and I wanted to know what would be best naturally to take, and should I, because I'm really scared to take steroids, but I want to know what the best natural
sure. Okay, well, first of all, how much you weigh, Josephine?
76 pounds.
Okay, and how tall are you?
About 5'5".
Okay. All right. Do you have any other issues, any dry skin problems? Do you have a history of asthma, constipation, diarrhea, anything like that?
No. Maybe dry skin, a little dry skin.
Okay.
But sometimes coughing, I thought that was part of it because I've been coughing a lot with the inflammation, coming out.
Did you have asthma as a kid?
No.
Okay. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Got brothers and sisters with asthma.
Well, there you go. Okay, Char, what's her basic problem?
She's got a gluten intolerance.
Yep. Okay, yeah, the doctors have missed it by 1,000 miles, okay? So, what would you do for her, Char?
Well, first of all, yeah, she needs calcium, obviously. I would give her let's give her 2 healthy start packs, I guess.
Okay, 2 healthy start packs, very good. And what would you do for the circulation through the lungs and also the, let's see here, the coughing?
Well, for the coughing, she could take killer biotics. She could, try that. That should help. And for circulation, she can take Ultimate Daily Classic and the Niacin Plus.
There you go. So Char's exactly right, Josephine. I would go ahead and make sure you change your diet because that's the cause of all this. And pulmonary sarcoidosis is actually a cousin to lupus, okay? Lupus, fibromyalgia, and sarcoidosis, whether it's the lungs or liver, these things are all related. They're all caused by gluten intolerance. You cannot absorb nutrients, particularly minerals. And so you got to be drop-dead gluten-free, no fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates, no oils, and no gluten, wheat, brother, and oats. And you stay on, and I'll give you exact dosages for Char's suggestions for nutritional support here after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open, okay? And Doug, let's go to South Carolina and Josephine. Okay, Char, what would you do for this nice lady? Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Charmaine?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What would you do for this nice lady, Josephine?
Okay, she's got 2. Okay, so she needs 2. I'd give her 2 healthy start packs.
Okay.
And I guess she's got a calcium build. She needs calcium. If she's got a calcium buildup, she needs more calcium.
And also she's got lung problems here. So what would you do for the lung problems?
For the lung problems, I would give her some Oxybody for one thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's. I'll kind of switch because she's got kind of a lupus kind of thing here. So in addition to getting rid of all the bad stuff, the fried foods, processed meats, oils, and gluten, I would give her 2 healthy brain and heart packs. I'd go a little heavier so she get the extra EFAs and EFA pluses for the lungs. And then also the selenium I'd throw in there for that. That's part of the healthy brain and heart pack. And the Oxy Body or Oxy Rich, I'd go ahead and have her take an ounce before each meal, hour before each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that'll be 3 quarts a month. And let's see here. Also, what would you do for inflammation? How would you reduce the inflammation in her lungs?
Inflammation, I'd give her the CM soft gels.
Okay, CM Plus capsules, exactly. Right, CM Plus, okay, soft gels. I'd go ahead and start out with 6. Start out with 3 twice a day, Josephine. That's going to require 2 bottles a month. The diet is imperative. Everybody in the household, the dog, the cat, the fish, the bird. And you got to stay away from the oils, again, which means microwave popcorn, theater popcorn, olive oil, coconut oil, margarines, mayonnaise, celery, cooking oil. And I've been yelling about this since 1971. Published the first article on it after those 20,000 autopsies, and everybody laughed at me. Well, now everybody, including the Science News, come out and said, as Doug's Pearls of Wisdom today, they were saying, hey, they're not saying Wallach was right. They're saying I was right without mentioning my name. And it's very exciting, finally, to see everybody catching up here. We're going to save more people. And you have to be very careful here because this is the equivalent of lupus. It has a lot of internal stuff going on, including the lungs. And so if you do all the right stuff, you can expect a significant or total improvement, okay, because this program will support and promote maintenance and repair, and that's how it works. And lupus is very easy to prevent and reverse. You just give the body what it needs, keep the bad stuff away, and the body wants to heal itself. The body will, in fact, heal itself. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know how your breathing and coughing is going. Let us know how your dry skin is doing, because that'll be one of the first signals. Your respiration and the skin will give us a clue how well you're absorbing and how well you're responding to the program. Okay, Doug, what time do we have here?
Yeah, just about 1 minute.
1 minute. Well, I think Char and I should take it. We'll go ahead and take that. And Char, you know, you've read all my books over the years, and you've listened to all my CDs and watched the DVDs. Which book would you say that people need to read, really need to read to add years to their life?
Well, really, the epigenetics book, but you know, it's a big book, but it's worth it.
It's not that expensive for a big book.
Well, it's not expensive, but it's a big book, and people need to read it because it pretty much, you know, shows that you've been way ahead of the curve all these years. And you know, I've known you will be 25 years in April, a month and a half, and a lot of things that have been announced since I met you, you had talked about before. I mean, you knew about spina bifida being a cause of, you know, preconception of a lack of folic acid and zinc. And they figured out about the folic acid, but I don't even know if they still figured out about the zinc. And so, you know, you've been ahead of all this, and to me, you know more than anybody.
That's very scary. Well, thank you, kid. Appreciate your support and your loyalty over all these years. You've been fantastic, and the world is much better off with you here. Keep up the great work, and thank you so much. So thank you, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Youngevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. A formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Youngevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.